If you've walked around the University of Minnesota's campus, then you have certainly noticed the lineup of Greek houses. This row of housing tends to draw up this stereotypical image of Greek life in our minds. Our question is, why is Greek life a growing community despite these stereotypes? And how does housing play a part in the incentive to join Greek life? We interviewed active members of the University of Minnesota's Greek community to find out.
I would define Greek life as a community made up of fraternity men and sorority women that all have common values. These values are philanthropy, leadership, academics, and sisterhood or brotherhood.
I chose to go Greek because I was an out-of-state student and I was in a place that I wasn't familiar with, in a community that I wasn't familiar with, and I wanted to find a group of individuals that would challenge me as well as be a family, if you will, while I was away at college.
I did it to get to know more people, and also I knew there were opportunities to develop my personal leadership. What's great about the University of Minnesota is we have a very different Greek life system than really any other Big Ten school or any other university in the United States. And what's different is our chapter houses are a lot smaller.
What is your biggest difference in housing between U of M and North Dakota? Well, North Dakota's house housed 12 girls, and here we house 40. And our house mom actually lives in the house as opposed to the Beta chapter at NDSU, which they don't. So it was completely different. The house was a lot smaller. We didn't have a chapter room as here we do. So I definitely, when I was at NDSU, I didn't want to live in the house. And then when I transferred here, I definitely had a strong consideration for doing so.
The chapter I am in does have a chapter house, and that was definitely a big influence for me during recruitment. I wanted kind of that home base.
I think a lot of the stereotypes do stem from housing in a sense, but more like way back when, like Animal House. Like everyone kind of gets their Greek life opinions from Animal House, and that's not necessarily how it is today.
I mean, there's still the stereotype of being maybe elitist or exclusive, which you'll see in any kind of club or organization like that.
Anywhere you go, you're going to find people who fit, you know, the preppy Greek life person that's in the movies and that people think of when they think of Greek life. And there's definitely those people at the University of Minnesota, but there's people like that at every single college.
So I definitely think there's like some kind of culture that surrounds frat row. I think there's some negative stereotypes maybe surrounding it. There's some maybe negative viewpoints, but for me personally, I think it can be a welcoming and fun environment and a good place for people to have fun and meet new people.
I think frat row has a negative connotation to it. So I think that's maybe the negative culture around it is, you know, that term of this row of fraternity houses that exists where all these bad things happen. And I'm not saying they don't. There has been bad things to happen, but it's also been a place where a lot of people have had some of their best memories.
With like frat row, the social aspects of Greek life are very, very prominent and they're very public. However, that's not all 7 days of our week. That's maybe one, maybe two, but same with the rest of the campus. The stereotypes that I see from inside of Greek life are the philanthropic, the sisterhood, the brotherhood, and that, yes, like we are very stereotypic in those aspects, and that's the other 5-6 days of the week, which people don't see. I do see the good and I do believe in the good of Greek life, and I want the world to know that. We've been through a lot of tough things as a community, but I know that every day we are getting better, and we will get to a point where these stereotypes aren't following us around constantly, and I want to be a piece of that puzzle.